We all experience stress. It's similar to feeling overwhelmed like I talked about a few weeks ago, but it differs in the fact that there are actually multiple kinds of stress. The two main kinds of stress that we experience are positive eustress and negative distress. Now, distress is what most people refer to as just stress, which is why the word stress seems to have received its negative connotation, even though eustress is just as common. Now, what is eustress? In its most simple definition, it is stress that inspires us to do well. Interestingly, falling in love is actually a form of stress, which is why you have a heightened sensitivity to emotion, and that feeling of wanting to impress the other person so they will continue to fall in love with you, inspiring you to do well, in this case, in the relationship. And interestingly again, your body can't tell the difference between eustress and distress, meaning too much of either of them can have heavily taxing effects. Both can build up, and sometimes one gets confused or interpreted as the other. Take 9/11 for example. It caused both eustress and distress for America. On the distress hand, it made us feel vulnerable and afraid. But on the eustress hand, we had this new sense of unity as a nation. This terrible, terrible thing had actually managed to bring many of us closer together. Now let's take a step back and try to find the evolutionary advantage to stress. Why would stress become a thing if it didn't play some role in our lives? As we've already discussed, eustress is a good motivator. Now, distress used to play a big role in keeping us alive. It's what triggered our fight or flight response when we were in danger, which is still useful today, just not as often used. So what is its benefit to us today? Personally, I believe that stress, both eustress and distress, is what makes life interesting and maybe adds a little bit of meaning to it. Stress causes love and comfort and fear and frustration, and safety and danger and happiness and success and failure. Now picture what life would be like without all of these things and tell me that you don't have a newfound appreciation for stress. I thought so. So next time you're stressing out, try to take a minute and appreciate it for all that it adds to your life. And remember that every bad distress day is just a sign of good eustress days to come.